I do think when it comes to Drake and Khaled, it's probably also a concerted effort of not trying to isolate people, right? It's like, okay, if I say something, what will it even matter? You get what I mean?
It will matter because you literally have over 1 billion fans from all walks of life who are trying to figure out what this means, and you could offer some level of direction. And it doesn't have to be anti. You know what I'm saying? I am not anti-Palestinian. I really feel bad for the Palestinian people who don't have a home right now because Hamas chose to do this insane attack on Israel and killed 200 people, including like 20 Americans. They're all homeless right now and without electricity and are forced to evacuate their homes. These are good people. I've been to Palestine. When I went to Israel, we went to Palestine and I had dinner with a Palestinian family and we talked about sort of the logistics and how all this works and how messed up it is and so forth. These are good people. You know, people like Napoleon, Trey D, these are Muslim friends of mine.
All right, let me ask you a question though, right? So if Drake, which I think he will, if he puts up on a story, which he's been really active on a story,
right?
Man, I'm praying for everybody overseas who are losing their lives over senseless violence, and he keeps it just like that, right? I'm praying for everybody in the region.
Yeah,
is that okay? Because I think that's another thing that people
good.
might.
It's a start. It's at least acknowledge. It's like using your platform to acknowledge this.
Well, here's the thing: you're saying it's a start. He like sometimes entertainers is like for example, even LeBron, right? Like
LeBron says something.
Yeah, LeBron says something, but I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I said in regards to LeBron saying that? Well, ain't it convenient, LeBron, that you could speak up on this, but then you're not speaking up on anything with China because of the NBA's association with China. So now we put LeBron under the microscope of you have to speak up on everything. You got to pick. Like I think that's where Drake kind of doesn't want to get in that realm of where now he says something. Now people are like, so who do you think is right, or what do you think should happen?
So you don't say anything because that's the safer way to go. That's the safer way to go. But you got to understand, Drake did a free Larry Hoover concert with Kanye.
Well, he's a little arm twisting,
But he still did it.
Mob ties.
He showed up. Yeah, Jay Prince had a hand in it, but he didn't have to do it. He don't have to listen to what Jay Prince tells him. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to do that.
Okay.
If he even said, Jay Prince got me doing shows my ops. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he did a show to free Larry Hoover because people are like, oh, Drake doesn't talk about black issues either. No, he did a free Larry Hoover concert. That's dealing with black issues.
So let me then ask you this. Okay, what you've mentioned about Drake and, obviously childhood and traditionally growing up, yes, he is very, embedded in just Jewish culture. Like,
yes.
I mean, he is Jewish.
Yes.
Have you seen adult Drake ever since he's been on, other than like, hell yeah, fucking right, where he actually he basically does like a whole big video where it's kind of like almost like a
bar mitzvah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he does a bar mitzvah video.
But in the last 5 years, do you feel like he's, I wear the fact that I can't wait to tell people I'm Jamaican all the time. Like we might be just talking about the Caribbean. I'm gonna just throw it out there. I wear it on my back. I love telling people. It's like an identifier for me, right? Do you think that Drake at this point is trying to is he wearing the fact that he's Jewish on his back? Not saying he's not, but I don't think that, I think he's gone away from trying to be hey, this is the Jewish rapper. And I think, again, I'm probably shooting him hella bail, which I know I am, but I'm trying to understand why he wouldn't speak up because you're asking a question.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because he's like, hey, it's not like I've identified myself. Like, for example, if something happened to the black community, and if Kendrick was over here arguing with bloggers and people like that, you're going to be like, Kendrick, you ain't going to say nothing, brother? Kendrick, first of all, we identify you with this, and this has kind of been a staple of your career. I think Drake just doesn't, he probably has feelings towards it, but he probably just doesn't say anything because he's like, don't look at me. You're the only one that pointed out. You made it hot for Drake. Drake going to be mad at you. You going to get like a good paragraph bar. Right?